What's up, guys? We're back, and today is a super special day because we are about to start the rears. I am pumped. I already got the skirts off. They're ready to go. So this line right here is going to cut off into here and end here. Then my side skirts will be normal. So first things first, line it up by eye. Drill it into the side of the car. I'll keep you guys up there when I'm doing it. It's gonna be so wide. As you can tell, I had fiberglass on here, but I took it off because I wasn't happy with it and the change of plans going seamless. So I basically wanted to tell you guys, show you guys, the problem I'm gonna be having is my car ends here and the fender ends out here. It's hard to see, but there's about 1.25 inches difference there. And then this slope actually comes about the same distance away from there. So I'm gonna have to, when I make this cut for the bumper, I'm gonna adjust this and then reshape the whole fender and kind of broaden the scoop out a little bit. Just widen that out. Trying to figure out why this takes so much force to hold that down, because I don't like that. Yeah, we're getting close. So just trying to make sure I'm 100% with my lining up now, and then when this will be coming off and we can start cutting the fenders. Once this is in place and I know exactly where it's going to go, then I can cut the fender and bring this back and put it exactly where it was. But until that happens, until I'm 100% happy with this, I can't cut this because I need this to line it up. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back to you guys once I'm all taped up and ready to start cutting. Alright, so there's been a change of plans. As always, I put holes in my car that didn't need to be there. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I drew a line because I might as well cut the wide body and screw it on in the exact shape it's going to be to make sure everything's lined up before I start cutting. So about to get the grinder out, about to cut this, take off the other one, trace it on, cut that. And there it is, guys. All 3 pieces are cut. And there's the shape we're dealing with. And I'll show you what made me get there. Bring this literally right down to the side skirt line. And there it is. And there's still like I'm touching metal way back here. So that'll be like I'll lay glue for this whole line, and then just cut this away and sand back and back and back and back and back until I'm happy. I probably won't even have to cut the taillight out because I'll glue way back here, and this will all this stuff will be gone. So yeah, there's side 1, and there's 2. That easy. All the cuts hopefully are the same. I'm going to put them both on and we're going to see. Alright, so as you can tell, it goes like I showed you that, but there's a massive contact patch like I said. So I'm going to put the glue along this line and be able to trim all of this off eventually, so this screw won't really mean anything here. And I made sure I did the exact same thing on the other side. Massive contact patch. It's huge, so that'll make things a lot easier. Cuts off right at the skirt line. What's up, guys? As you can tell, I jumped way ahead. There's a million videos of this. You guys don't need to see this part. I just feel super bad for my neighbors, so I'm trying to get this part done as fast as possible. There's double layers, so it takes a little longer. These are ready to bend. I gotta cut this off. Probably just gonna cut it right here, just so when I'm done all this little chunk isn't sticking up. So I'll cut it right here, then I'm done this side and I can do the other side, and then I don't have to be loud anymore because I kind of feel bad for my neighbors. But I just want to give you guys an update just so you know. And both sides are ready to bend. So first I have to remove this, and I have to sand the car both where the fiberglass and Bondo are going to hit and where the glue is going to sit, so it has something to bite. And I'm going to sand the back, scuff the back of the fenders up so there's a little more stuff to bite into there too. And we are sanded all the way where the glue is going to touch and scuffed up on the outside so the glue can grab there. And so can the fiberglass. Scuffed up on the bumper. Now I'm just trying to decide, because this is about as far down as I want the wide body to go. And just like that, both sides are cut, or both sides are sanded, not cut. And then the lines are ready, taped, ready to be cut. So I'm going to go plug everything in, make those cuts. I'm also going to trim this one a little bit, because when you put this one on, you can feel it's restricting a little bit, and to push this side down I gotta use a lot of force, and I don't want the glue and the fiberglass to be holding it like down to the car. It's too much force, I think, and it's just asking to crack and break off. So I'm going to trim that a little bit just to hopefully alleviate some of that stress in there, and make those two cuts, and then I'll put it back on and I'll show you guys where we're at. Alright, so we're cut. It's a little off, but everything can be off because I got to adjust it all and custom make it all. But I'm actually going to cut this one back farther, and I've decided that we're just going to finish it off with the end caps here, and that's essentially how it's going to look. The end cap's going to have to overlap underneath this, so I'm going to have to trim some of this corner for the whole fender to line up, and that's how I'll widen that fender out, and it won't look like it's tucking into the tire anymore. It'll end early, so I can add my vent right there. We're on our way. So I'm just going to make this trim and then line everything up so that I can figure out what needs to be trimmed off of this, cut it, and start gluing. And that's it, guys. This is the final shape we're working with. I've got the side skirts on, so you can see I centered this as much as I could, the side skirts. I actually feel like this side could pull out just a little bit more, so I'm going to pull that out before I glue it. But just the end cap goes there, just to finalize with the line for the bumper. And everything is terrible right now. Fitment sucks. But that's why this is an 8-month project for one side. And there's the other side. Again, just centered everything. That side's actually a little better. That side's a little worse. Everything's got adhesive on it now. I'm just gonna wipe this off, put it back in the way I had it, and then drill a bunch of extra screws in it. I'll be back in a second. And there it is, guys. It is glued down. I was gonna fiberglass it, but because there's like 2-3 inches of excess that I have to cut off, I'm not gonna fiberglass it. But everything pretty much after the screws is gonna get cut off by my Dremel, because there's no glue there, and that's where it'll be formed in. I won't even have to cut around the gas door, which is cool. Form all that in, probably cut this right off, and then the other side is the exact same. And this hole, that's where I'll show you what I did for this part to cut that off, because it's going to be the exact same process. So I didn't really get as far as I wanted to get today, but I got pretty far. It's going to dry, and I'll come back in the next video. I'm going to cut this one now so it's not too long. Thanks for coming in, and I hope you guys like what's going on. There's some other stuff I want to show you, but I'll wait till the next video when everything's good. But yeah, thanks for coming. Subscribe if you want to keep watching this Eclipse video, and soon we'll be installing the coils and seeing how it sits.